Hi all, good morning. ഞാൻ audible ആണോ? Anybody please respond? Okay, good morning. So, this is your subject, microprocessor and controller. Okay, microprocessor and controller. Have you heard the term microprocessor, microcontroller? So, these are the syllabus. In the first unit, we will be studying about 8085 microprocessor. Okay, its basic architecture, and 8086 microprocessor also. We will study the basic architecture of 8085 and 8086 microprocessor. That will be in the first unit. Then in the second unit, we will be study different addressing modes and different instructions and some simple assembly language programming also in the second unit. And third unit, we will study stacks and interrupts that are in the 8086 microprocessor. And fourth unit, interface with 8086. Then fifth unit, we will be study about microcontrollers. Okay, microcontrollers. So for your first unit, these textbook, Ramesh Gawanga. Okay, for studying 8085, this is the textbook I am following, Ramesh Gawanga. Then the second unit, third unit, and fourth unit, you can use this one, Buchandi and Ray, advanced microprocessors. Okay, then for fifth unit, microcontroller, you can refer this Raj Kamal textbook, Raj Kamal microcontrollers. So this is all about your syllabus. Now we can just start. Before that, I think all of you know what is a processor, what are the different functional parts of a processor. So every computer, we know that there is a processing unit. We will call it as a processor. Okay. Then these processors will process the data based on the information that we are providing. So first, we can discuss what is a microprocessor. Okay, what is a microprocessor? Anybody tell me, what do you mean by a processor? Anybody? Vaishnavi, tell me, what is a processor? What are the different functionalities of a processor? Vaishnavi? Vaishnavi present alle? Okay, tell me, what do you mean by a processor? Just unmute your mic and tell me, what do you mean by a processor? CPU, have you heard of CPU, Central Processing Unit? Anuja. Anuja Pragashan. നിങ്ങളാരും പ്രസന്റ് അല്ലേ? എന്താ റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്യാത്ത? അർപ്പിത് പറയും എന്താണ് വാട്ട് യു മീൻ ബൈ പ്രോസസ്സർ? ഒരാൾ അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞോളൂ, വെറുതെ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ടൈം വേസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യണ്ടല്ലോ. Okay, I will explain. So, processors are used for processing the information or data. Okay, so actually every computer, we know that there is a central processing unit. Okay, so that will perform the all logic and arithmetic and logic operations. Okay, and all these operations are controlled by a unit, we will call it as a control unit. Okay, so actually we can say a processor is an integrated circuit, that means IC chip. Okay, that IC chip is mainly designed for processing information. Processing information means it will perform arithmetic and logical operations, and all these operations are controlled by a control unit. Okay, so that is what a processor. So generally we can say that a microprocessor is a computer processor where the data processing logic and control, okay, is included on a single integrated circuit or a small number of integrated circuit. Okay, so that is what a microprocessor. Okay, the microprocessor contains arithmetic, logic, and control circuitry required to perform the functions of a computer central processing unit. That means CPU. Means a processor is a chip. We can say like that. A processor is an IC chip which contain arithmetic and logic unit, and also a control unit that will control all the operations that are performed in the processes. Okay, so that is what a microprocessor is. So there are different types of microprocessors are there. So initially the first microprocessor was 4004. That was introduced by Intel in 1971. Okay, actually that is a 4-bit microprocessor. 4-bit microprocessor. What is 4-bit? 4-bit means it can process 4-bit of information. That is why we will call it as a 4-bit microprocessor. That means whose word length is 4-bit. Okay, so first introduced microprocessor was a 4-bit microprocessor. Okay, 4-bit microprocessor. The first microprocessor was introduced in 1971. Okay, Intel. Actually, that was a simple processor which is mainly designed to perform simple arithmetic and logical operations such as addition, subtraction, and some Boolean function like and, or. Okay, so that is 4-bit microprocessor. 4-bit microprocessor means it can perform 4-bit of information. It will process 4-bit informations. Okay. Then next coming to 8-bit microprocessors. After 4-bit, they have designed an 8-bit microprocessor. 8-bit microprocessor means whose data or word length is 8-bit. Okay, and the first 8-bit microprocessor was introduced in 1973. The same company, Intel, introduced the 8-bit microprocessor. This was Intel 8008. Okay, that was the first 8-bit microprocessor. 8008. Okay. After that, they have made some improvement and introduced another microprocessor, that was Intel 8088. Okay, Intel 8088. So, and some other 8-bit microprocessor, these are some other 8-bit microprocessor, that is Motorola Zilog 80, Motorola M6800. These are some of the other 8-bit microprocessors. Okay. Then next is 16-bit microprocessor is 16-bit. After 8-bit microprocessor, they introduced a new 16-bit microprocessor. This Intel 8086 and 80286. These are some of the examples of 16-bit microprocessors. Intel 8086, this is the microprocessor we will study throughout the subject, 8086. Okay, it is a 16-bit microprocessor. And 80286, that is also a 16-bit microprocessor. Okay. Then after that, 32-bit microprocessors are introduced. 32 microprocessor example is 80386. This is the most popular 32-bit microprocessor, 80386. Okay, and after that, next 80486 introduced. Okay, so these are the examples of 32-bit microprocessor. Then now it is 64-bit microprocessor. So AMD Optron, Athlon 64, Intel Celeron Pentium 4, Core i3, i5. These are examples of 64-bit microprocessor. Okay, okay, just എന്താണ് മൈക്രോപ്രോസസറിന്റെ ഡിഫറെന്റ് വേർഷൻസ് ഒക്കെ ഒന്ന് ഞാൻ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇതാണ് ഡിഫറെന്റ് മൈക്രോപ്രോസസേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. 4-bit ഉണ്ട്, 8-bit ഉണ്ട്, then 16-bit, 32-bit and 64-bit. ഓക്കെ, ഇനി നമുക്ക് ടോപ്പിക്കിലോട്ട് കിടക്കാം. സോ our first topic is 8085 microprocessor. Okay, 8085 microprocessor. Actually, it is a microprocessor. It is an 8-bit microprocessor. Okay, for representing microprocessor, we will use this symbol, μp. Okay, 8085 microprocessor. We will use this symbol, μp. So first we can discuss what are the features of an 8085 microprocessor. Okay. Actually, the first point you need to remember in this 8085 microprocessor is it is an 8-bit microprocessor. 8-bit microprocessor. Okay, and also it has 60-bit address bus. Okay, it has 60-bit address bus. What do you mean by an address bus? Anybody? What do you mean by an address bus? Address bus, data bus. What is the meaning of that? What is the use of address bus and data bus? You may be studying in your computer organization subject. What is address bus? Anybody? What do you mean by an address bus? Data bus? Address bus, data bus. Okay, address location. Okay, correct. Address locations information. Address bus use data bus for moving data. Like, okay. So here in 8085 microprocessor, it has 60-bit address bus. That means 16 address lines are there in 8085 microprocessor. That means it can address up to 2⁻16 memory location. 2⁻16 memory location. That is 65536 bytes. That is 64 kilobytes of memory location. Okay. It can address up to 64 KB memory location. So that is the next feature of 8085 microcontroller. First point is it is an 8-bit microprocessor. Okay, then it has 16-bit address bus. It has 16-bit address bus. That means it can point or it can address up to 2 raised to 16 memory locations. 2 raised to 16 memory location through these address line. There are 16 address lines are there that start from A0 to A15. Okay, A0 to A15. That is what I have written here. It has 16-bit address bus and hence can address up to 2 raised to 16. That is 64 KB memory location through A0 to A15. Okay. The next feature is the data bus. Actually, it is an 8-bit data bus. Data bus is a group of 8 lines, or we will call it as an 8-bit length. Okay, 8-bit length. That means 8 lines are there for data bus, starting from D0 to D7. Okay, what is the use of data bus? Data bus for transferring the data. For transferring address, we will use this address bus, and for transferring data, we will use data bus. Okay, here in 8085, the length of address bus is 8-bit. That means 8 lines are there for sharing this data that start from D0 to D7. Okay, D0 to D7. Then next feature of this 8085 microcontroller is, microprocessor is, it supports external interrupt request. Okay, it supports external interrupt request. Then next feature is it has a 16-bit program counter. Program counter. What do you mean by a program counter? Anybody? What do you mean by a program counter? Program counter. What is the use of a program counter? Where we are using? Program counter. Have you heard the term program counter? Anybody?
Good.
Okay. To hold the next information.
Instruction address.
Correct. Who is answering? ആരാണ് ആൻസർ പറഞ്ഞത്? കറക്റ്റ് ആണ്. കറക്റ്റ് ആണ്. അതായത് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഇൻസ്ട്രക്ഷൻ ഏതാണോ എക്സിക്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് അതിന്റെ അഡ്രസ് പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് we will use this program counter. Program counter actually it is a register. Okay, it is a register which hold the address of the next instruction to be executed. So that is what a program counter. Okay, program counter is a register. Here in 8085 microprocessor. In 8085 microprocessor, it has a 16-bit program counter. It has a 16-bit program counter to hold the address of the next instruction to be executed. So that is what the program counter. 16-bit program counter is there in 8085. And also it has a 16-bit stack pointer. Stack pointer. Stack pointer means it points to the top of the stack. Okay, top of the stack. What is a stack? What do you mean by a stack? Stack. What is a stack?
Type of data structure, sir.
It is a data structure. What is the use of that data structure? How it will perform its operations?
LIFO അല്ല.
What is it?
LIFO.
LIFO. LIFO means?
Last in, first out.
last in first term. Okay, so for holding the address of the top element in the stack, we will use a stack pointer. Okay, here in 8085 microprocessor, it is a 16-bit stack pointer. 16-bit registers are used for holding the address of the stack top. We can say like that. Okay, it uses 16-bit register to hold the address of the top of the stack. Okay, so 16-bit stack pointer is there. And also in 8085 microprocessor, it has 6 8-bit general purpose registers. 8-bit general purpose. General purpose register means when you are programming, the user can store data to these registers. Okay, user can store data to these registers. That is what the general purpose register. Here in 8085 microprocessor, it has 6 general purpose register. 6 general purpose register. Each register is having the size 8-bit. Each register is having the size 8-bit, and that will be arranged as a pair. Okay, so these are the general purpose register, that is B, C, D, E, H, L. These are the 6 general purpose registers in 8085 microprocessor. And these registers are arranged as a pair. Okay, that means BC will be a pair, DE will be another pair, HL will be another pair. Okay, so that is the general purpose register. That means it has 6 general purpose registers. Each general purpose register is having an 8-bit memory capacity, 8-bit size. So these are the registers B, C, D, E, H, and L. Okay. Then for performing an 8085 microprocessor operation, it requires +5 power supply, and also it operates at 3.2 megahertz single phase clock. Okay, and these 8085 microprocessors are arranged as it is enclosed with a 40-pin DIP. That means in 8085 microprocessor, it has 40 pins are there. That IC has 40 pins are there, and these 40 pins are arranged in DIP. DIP means, what is DIP? Dual inline packages. What do you mean by dual inline packages? In the array of dual inline package. Anybody? ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള IC കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? DIP IC. Anybody? Anybody? DIP. Okay. So DIP means നമ്മുടെ IC എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാവുക normally? It will be like this. ഈ ഒരു രീതിയിലായിരിക്കും അല്ലേ? Okay. So here in 8085 we have discussed that there are 40 pins are there. 40 pins are there. All these 40 pins are arranged either side of the microprocessor. രണ്ട് സൈഡിലായിട്ട്, അതായത് ഇവിടെയും ഈ സൈഡിലും ഇങ്ങനെ രണ്ട് സൈഡിലായിട്ട് അറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് we will call it as dual inline packages. Okay, that means all the pins in the microprocessors are arranged either side of the chip. Okay, so that is dual inline package. Okay, so ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ മെയിൻ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു 8085 microprocessor features. So what are the important features? Actually, it is an 8-bit microprocessor. That means whose word length is 8. It means it can process 8-bit data. Okay, and it has a 60-bit address bus. 16-bit address bus means it can address up to 2 raised to 16 memory location. So for that it use 16 address line. 16 address lines are used. It start from A0 to A15. Start from A0 to A15. And it has an 8-bit data bus. That means for data bus it is having 8 lines, D0 to D7. And also it support external interrupts, and it has 16-bit program counter and 16-bit stack pointer. Then it has 6 8-bit general purpose registers. 6 general purpose registers are there. Each register is having the size of 8-bit. That is what 6 8-bit general purpose register. So these are the register B, C, D, E, H, and L. And here in 8085, all these registers are arranged as a pair. That means first pair is BC, then second pair is DE, and another next pair is H. And also power is +5. +5 power is voltage required to operate, and also operate at 3.2 megahertz single phase clock. And it is having 40 pins. 40 pins are these pins are arranged in dual inline packages. Okay. So this is the architecture of our 8085 microcontroller. Figure കണ്ടിട്ട് പഠിക്കണ്ട, വളരെ സിമ്പിൾ ആണ്. നമുക്ക് ഓരോരോ കോമ്പോണന്റുകൾ എടുത്തിട്ട് പഠിക്കാം. Okay, so this is the general architecture of our 8085 microprocessor. Here in this figure you can see that. So these are the different registers B, C, D, E, H, L. Okay, B, C, D, E, H, L. Okay, so these are the different general purpose register. Stack pointer is there. Program counter is there. Okay, stack pointer is there. Program counter is there. Then address buffer is here. Data buffer is there. One instruction register is there. നമുക്ക് ഓരോന്നും ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ആയിട്ട് പഠിക്കാം. ഞാൻ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് എന്താണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. One instruction register is there. Then instruction decoder is there. Then next ALU, arithmetic and logic unit is the flag registers. For flag register we will use flip-flops. So flag registers are the temporary register, accumulator, timing and control unit, and address bus, data bus, interrupt control, serial control. So these are the different blocks in the 8085 microprocessors. Okay, different blocks in the 8085 microprocessor. Okay, interrupt controller, serial IO controller is the registers, everything is there. നമുക്ക് ഓരോന്നായിട്ട് ഡീറ്റെയിൽഡ് ആയിട്ട് പഠിക്കാം. Okay, so as we have discussed that 8085 is an 8-bit microprocessor. It is an 8-bit microprocessor. So first components, നമ്മൾ ഇതിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് പഠിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നതാണ് our arithmetic and logic unit. Arithmetic. This is the arithmetic and logic unit. So what is the function of an ALU? Anybody? What is the function of an ALU? Arithmetic and logic unit. Anybody? What is the function of an ALU? Okay, arithmetic and logic operations are performed. Okay, correct. So ALU is performing arithmetic and logical operations. So this is what arithmetic and logical unit, or we can call it as ALU. ALU perform the actual numerical and logical operations. From ALU, it is performing the actual operation, our addition, subtraction, and or etc. So for performing this operation, it uses data from memory and from accumulator. Okay, so for performing the operation, so this is the ALU. Okay, so for performing these arithmetic and logical operations, it receive the data from the accumulator and the memory through this register. Okay, so it will perform these arithmetic and logical operation. Okay, and after perform this arithmetic and logical operation, the results will be stored in the accumulator. Okay, result will be stored into the accumulator. So it will perform 8-bit data operations. Okay, that means arithmetic and logical operations 8-bit ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഡാറ്റകളുടെ arithmetic and logical operations are performed because our microprocessor is an 8-bit microprocessor. Okay, our microprocessor is an 8-bit microprocessor. So that is what the arithmetic and logical. ഇതാണ് ഒന്നാമത്തെ നമ്മുടെ ബ്ലോക്ക് arithmetic and logical. So it perform points ആയിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. Arithmetic and logic unit, the ALU perform the actual numerical and logical operations such as add, subtraction, and etc. It uses data from memory and from accumulator to perform the operation. These data are of size 8-bit. Okay, and after performing this operation, the result will be result of these arithmetic and logical operations are stored in the accumulator. Okay. Then next we can discuss registers. Okay, register. What is a register? What is the use of a register? Anybody? What is the use of a register? What do you mean by a register? ആർക്കെങ്കിലും പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ എന്താണ് ഒരു രജിസ്റ്റർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ? Anybody? What do you mean by a register? Register, storing information, correct. Registers are used to store information. Okay, here in 8086 we have discussed that it has 6 general purpose registers are there. Okay, in 8085 it has 6 general purpose registers are there. 6 general purpose registers undennu nammal parnu. So these are the 6 general purpose registers. B, C, this. B, C, D, E, H, and L. Okay, these are the 6 general purpose registers, and each register is having the size 8-bit. Okay, each register is having the size 8-bit. That means B register on 8-bit now. C register is also having the size 8-bit. That means by using B register, it can store 8-bit data at a time. Okay, it can store 8-bit data at a time. So B, C, D, E, H. And also we have discussed that these registers can work in pair to hold 16-bit data. Actually, individually, these registers are 8-bit, and these registers can work together as a pair to hold 16-bit data. Like BC, it is a register pair. That register pair can hold a 16-bit data. Similarly, for D, that is also another register pair. It can hold another 16-bit data, and also another pair is HL. That can also hold a 16-bit data. Individually, it can store 8-bit data, and as a pair, it can store 16-bit data. Okay, so these are the general purpose registers that are used in the 8085 microprocessor. That is what here. The 8085 has 6 general purpose register to store 8-bit data. These are B, C, D, E, H, and L, and they can be combined as a register pair. They can be combined as a register pair, that is B, C, D, E, and H, to perform a 16-bit operation. To perform a 16-bit operation, the programmer can use these registers to store or copy data into the register by using data copy instructions. അത് നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെയാണ് അതിലോട്ട് ഡാറ്റ കോപ്പി ചെയ്യുന്നതൊക്കെ ഇൻസ്ട്രക്ഷൻ സെറ്റ് പഠിക്കാൻ പറയും. അപ്പൊ ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ജനറൽ പേർപ്പസ് രജിസ്റ്റേഴ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, ബാക്കി നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ എടുക്കാം. അപ്പൊ ഇന്ന് കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങളെ പറഞ്ഞുള്ളൂ. എന്താണ് മൈക്രോ പ്രോസസ്സർ, ദെൻ നമ്മളൊരു 8085ന്റെ ജനറൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഫീച്ചേഴ്സുകൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു അല്ലേ, എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അതിന്റെ ഫീച്ചേഴ്സ്. ദെൻ അതിന്റെ ബ്ലോക്ക് ഡയഗ്രാം ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് നോക്കി എഴുതിയുള്ളൂ, ഡീറ്റെയിൽഡ് ആയിട്ട് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു തരാം. ഓക്കെ, ജസ്റ്റ് എന്താണ് ഡിഫറെന്റ് കോമ്പോണൻസുകൾ എന്താണെന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു അല്ലേ. അപ്പൊ ഇതിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ? അപ്പൊ എടുത്തതിൽ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചോദിക്കാം. എനിബഡി? ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം. ഇല്ല എങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് അറ്റൻഡൻസ് കൊടുക്കാം അല്ലെ. ആശിഷ് അനിൽ, അഭിനവ്, അഭിഷേക്, ആദിത്യ, ഐശ്വര്യാണ്, ഐശ്വര്യ പി ആണ്, അഖിൽ, അഖിൽ കെ, അമൽ, ആമിന, അനൈന. ആബ്സെന്റ് ആണോ? അനിരുദ്ധ്, അഞ്ജിത, അനൂജ, അനുപമ, ആരോമൽ, അർപ്പിത്, അരുൺനാഥ്, അരുൺ എന്താണ്? അരുൺ, അശ്വിൻ, അശ്വിൻ ആബ്സെന്റ് ആണ്, ഫസ്ന, ഫാത്തിമത്ത് റംഷാദ, ഋതുൽ. നിങ്ങൾ സ്പീഡിൽ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യില്ല, ഞാൻ വിളിക്കുമ്പോൾ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ആബ്സെന്റ് ആയി പോകും. ഞാൻ അത് നോക്കിയിട്ട് എഴുതുന്നത്. ഋതുൽ, ജറീഷ്, ഖദീജ, ലിഖിത്, മറിയം, മിഥുൻ, മുഹമ്മദ്, നാസിഫ്, മുഹമ്മദ് റാസി, മുഹമ്മദ് മിനാജ്, മുഹമ്മദ് നിഹാൽ, മുഹമ്മദ് സാലി, മുഹമ്മദ് ഷഫീഖ്, നബീൽ, നന്ദ, നന്ദിത, നിവേദ്യ, പ്രിൻസ്, നൂഹ, ഋഷികേഷ്, ക്രിസ്ത്യൻ, ഋത്തിക്, രോഹിത്, സഫീൽ, പ്രയാഗ്, സാരംഗ്, സെജൽ ആണോ? എന്താ പേരെന്താ? സെജൽ, ഷബിൻ, സെവിൻ, ഷിഷ്ണ, തനുശ്രീ, തേജ, തുളസി, തുളസി, വൈഷ്ണവി, വൈഷ്ണവി, വിഷ്ണു, വൈഷ്ണ, യാദവ്, അമൽ, അനീഷ്. ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ കാണാം. താങ്ക് യു.